to another Raid Shadow Legends video with Blazin Corp. Today we've got the boosted summons here. So what have we got here? So Raid just dropped something here. Summon, draft, and guaranteed champion. Oh yeah, guaranteed champion. Fantastic. And looks like it's Countess Lix, so I am super stoked. For a short time from Friday till Monday, March 15th, two simultaneous events. One, it looks like it's a 10 times event here for a few, so let's see, some Veil champions, so Roxanne, Catrophone, Yannicka, Vizier, pretty much 3 of the 4 of those are pretty good. Raptor Drath is amazing. The rest, not so much there. So if you can get any of those, like kind of 5 champions, it's not too bad to be pulling. And then we have the free guaranteed champion. Oh, hell yes. Let's see how we get this champion. Summon champions using the ancient shards. Boom. Gonna do that. While guaranteed champion event is active, you'll be guaranteed to get Countess Lix. Oh yes. Now, whoa. Oh, come on. 150 shard? Oh, jeez. Why do they say that's simple? That's really difficult. Well, I guess if you're gonna pull, they're tracked individually, so if you happen to summon Countess Lix from a shard before you get to the 150th, your guaranteed champion event will end. In addition, summoning Countess Lix from your 150th shard won't reset your mercy system, so at least there is a tiny bit of a sweet mercy there. So, you know, all of us are going to be spending, if you want to get Countess Lix, 150 ancient shards. That's about $300. Wow. Oh my goodness, that is insane. Wow. That is an epic fail on the side of Raid Shadow Legends here. But I guess the good part of it is if you do want Countess Lix, this is a guaranteed event. So if you have Astralon and Countess Lix together, potentially they're like one of the best duels in the game there right now. So yeah, that is interesting. And I think for a kind of a low spender, if you're looking to get one of these guaranteed like type of duos, this could be a good time to pull there, especially if you finish the Astralon event there and you want someone to pair him with, because with this pairing you're going to be able to, so let's see Astralon here. So Astralon, with the pairing in his skills, a Hellbinder attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 30% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense buff for 2 turns. Countess Lix will team up and join the attack if they are on the same team. Countess Lix will use her default skill. Countess Lix will not obviously team up if this skill is used when counterattacking or when teaming up to attack with another champion. But the fact that she will attack, and on, I believe she's a demon spawn if I'm not mistaken. Where is she? Demons, there she is. So when her A1 is attack 2 times as well, so they're both going to be attacking 2 times. That's 4 hits there. We all know Astralon hits like a truck there. Now if she hits like a truck, which she probably could considering her attack is high there, she'll has a 30% chance of placing a 25% weakened debuff for 2 turns. That books up to a 50% chance. And then she has the passive that removes 1 random debuff from Astralon and this champion at the start of each turn, only available if Astralon is on the team. So she's clearing Astralon to just hit, nuke, and then she's teaming up with him and putting weaken. That's going to buff everyone who hits that other guy who she is putting a weekend on. So that's pretty much a guarantee buff at 50%, especially if she's going essentially 4 times for every time Astralon goes twice. Because he's going to hit his A1, she's going to attack with him, then she's going to hit her A1 or whatever move she decides to do. There, so attacks all enemies 3 times on her A2. Each hit has a 75, booked up to 100% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. I love decreased speed, and the ability to put that on all adds, especially you have 3 chances to put it on, is amazing. Each hit also has a 100% chance, when booked, of decreasing the enemy's turn meter by 10%. So that would be a possible 30% reduction there. This seems like a broken skill, especially if it's on a 4-turn cooldown, which is fantastic. You make her really fast, she's going to be popping that all the time. There, she is essentially can replace in your spider team, or even some of the bosses in the Doom Tower. She can replace whoever your turn meter manipulator is. They're like a Sylar. So not only are they going to be placing weaken there, but Astralon will be placing defense down, weaken as well, if he's got someone who he can strip buffs off of in terms of the veil, and he will be doing stuns. Oh my goodness, so they're just going to be stunning everybody, just keeping them locked up. And then she also has an attack all enemies, has a 100% chance when booked of placing a block cooldown skill debuff for 2 turns. Also increase the cooldowns of all ally skills. Wow. Except this champion's by 1 turn. So that is on a 5-turn cooldown and will buff up to 100%. And then this is cool because fills his champion's turn meter by 5% each time an ally receives a debuff. So, in Spider, when all the spiders are hitting one particular champion, that's constantly going to be going off there. So she is going to be really sped up in her run. So if she's super fast, we're talking about 200 speed plus she's having this rock off all the time. There, I'd say Dragon there would be a great place for her. Spider, fantastic. Probably also the Ice Golem's Peak would be good too. I can see her going well in Fire Knight if her and Astralon are together, because they're going to get a 4 hit plus her 2 hit. That's 6 hits already right off the bat there. So kind of excited to get her. I have a bunch of ancient shards that kind of saved up. Probably will be using my month's allotment, since I'm a low spender, to purchase the other 75 or so shards that I need. Because yeah, as you can see, I'm not like high end, but I would like a good kind of lock up team to make some of these runs a little faster here. So her and Astralon, having them combined, would probably make a really decent team for Arena there, and then 3v3, and then also just running normal content there throughout the game. So yeah, not a bad thing there. Obviously, we have 10 times chance of pulling this gentleman here. So attacks when enemy places the extra hit if the target's under any buff, which they probably will be. Attacks all enemies, grants an extra turn. We love grants an extra turn abilities. Those are always very fun. And resets the cooldown of On the Hunt skill if this attack kills an enemy. So that's on a 3-turn cooldown, so that's kind of neat. And then On the Hunt places a perfect veil buff, a 50% increase attack buff, a 30% increase speed buff, and a 30% increase crit damage buff on this champion for 2 turns. So that's going to make his A1 and his A2 hit really hard. And then on top of that, his passive effect, damage increases by 40% while attacking under a Veil or Perfect Veil buff. He would work really, really, really well with Raktor Drath. There receives a 40% less damage while under Veil or Perfect Veil. So obviously Perfect Veil is going to give you an extra 15% damage reduction. On top of that, he's going to get an extra 40%, which is insane. Also, boost this champion's turn meter by 15% each time this champion receives damage under Veil or Perfect Veil buff. Does not work if this champion is the only ally alive on the team. Interesting. Active effect. Places a Perfect Veil buff on this champion for 1 turn each time an enemy's turn meter is filled. This buff cannot be removed. That is also insane. Wow. So he would be a fantastic arena champion. Probably, I don't know if he would work in Clan Boss, but probably would be something interesting to see if you could kit him for Clan Boss there with his veils and his attacks and stuff like that. I know there's something similar to this on Saito where he increases speed. Actually, does he increase speed? No, he increases attack and crit damage, and he hits like a truck there. I really like Saito, so I think if I was to get him while pulling shards, I would definitely kind of give him a shot at Clan Boss there. But I think once this event is done and we pull the 150 shards for myself, I will probably stop doing events, or I won't go like super hard on events because I have a lot of people to just kit. So I'm going to need to run a lot of Dragon for the foreseeable future there to get a bunch of speed gear to get these guys all at ridiculous speeds here. So that way we can move into endgame for ourselves pretty efficiently. Alright, so now we've kind of talked about the boosted summons and the 10 times event here. Let's see, should we pull some shards? No, not right now. I think we'll do that in, actually, you know what? Let's pull 30 shards. Alright, so here is our first 10. Come on with some yellow. So we got a Caden, we got a Gnarlhorn. Who the hell's Renouncer? I've never heard of this guy. Banshee, Hill Nomad, another Banshee. So obviously we have a few more to book out. Valkyrie, so she's gonna go. I've got a Purgatory, so he's gonna go into himself. Never heard of this guy. Renouncer. He looks kind of cool. Yeah, he looks kind of cool. Here, so what does he do? Attacks one enemy 2 times. Nothing else. Removes 1 random debuff from this champion, then attacks 1 enemy. Heals this champion by 25% of the damage inflicted. On a 3-turn cooldown when booked. Attacks 1 enemy. Places a 15% increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns if this attack kills an enemy. Yeah, this guy sucks. Yeah, this guy sucks hard. Yeah, he sucks really hard. Yeah, wow. That's kind of terrible. Alright, let's continue. Come on, show me some yellow, baby. Mercy system, please. Come on. Oh, snap, Fanax. Nice. That is fantastic. I swear I've got like 4 miscreated monsters now. There, I might actually start building out a second one and just kit him into himself. There, build out one that's, yeah, I don't even know how I'd build them. I'd just build out another one. Probably just to go through the faction crypt, to tell you the truth. So, Soulbound Boyer, we're going to kind of put into herself. But let's take a look at Fanax here, because I believe he teams up with somebody So let's see. Ascendant Skill. Attacks one enemy. Place an extra hit if the target has any debuffs. Enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. Ooh, that immediately takes me to him being fantastic in Ice Golem's Peak. Here. Attacks all enemies has a 75% chance booked up to 80% chance of placing a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. Places a block cooldown skills debuff for 1 turn if this skill does not place a block buffs debuff. Interesting. Decreases bomb detonation, debuff detonation countdowns by 1 turn when Talia is on the same team. Yeah, so Talia, I think I have her somewhere in my vault. Just haven't built her out yet. I'm sure, well, I'm not going to do it now, but eventually I will roll around to getting these guys all fully kitted up there. So that's why I think after this particular event, I'm going to take some time here, and I am going to run a lot of campaign and a lot of dragon to get as much gear and get these guys ranked up as quickly as possible. Attacks one enemy has a 60% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff and 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Book down to a 4-turn cooldown. So that's actually not too bad there. I do like his kit. He will literally be really fantastic for Ice Golem here. So, yeah, I don't see him being too bad, but not going to be number 1 on my list to kit out. Let's see if we can get a legendary. Come on. Legendary. Valkyrie, please. Come on. Ooh. For some reason, I think, I don't know if she's good, but I think she's good. Maybe. And Frozen Banshee, we're definitely going to feed her into herself. We're going to feed Judge into himself there. Who else do we have? So Pestilus, we'll feed him into himself. I'm kind of building him out here. Let's take a look at Luthia. Well, attacks one enemy has 30% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns, booked up to a 50% chance. Attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 25% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn on a 3-turn cooldown. And then attacks all enemies has a 75% chance booked up to 100 of placing a 30% decreased speed buff for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. Yeah, I do not like her kit. Yeah, I do not like her kit. Only reason I could possibly build her out is for Doom Tower. There, if I need possibly someone to do something. I have no clue why I'd build her out, actually. There. Yeah, no clue why I built her out, so she could possibly be food, but I might just build her out for faction wars just for the hell of it, but probably not. So we will be right back, and we'll do some more shard pulls. Alright, we are back. Let's continue the shard pull. So we pulled 30 so far. Got another 62 here currently. So let's get these pulled, see if we can unlock the mercy system and get hopefully a good champion. There's someone like Valkyrie. Valkyrie. Let's put that out into the ethos. Come on, Valkyrie. Here. Show me some lightning. Come on. Lightning. Not really seeing anyone here. Oh, we got a Fan Cleric. Not super excited about that, but let's see what he does. So attacks one enemy, 75% booked up to 100 of transferring 1 random debuff from this champion to the target. Great. Heals an ally by 20% of this champion's max HP. Also fills the target's turn meter by 30% if they are fully healed by this skill. Place a veil buff on the target for 1 turn if they are not fully healed by this skill. He does that every 2 turns. Revives a dead ally, then fills turn meter by 30%. Also place an unkillable buff for 1 turn. Well, that's not too bad. And a 15% continuous heal buff for 2 turns. Once you've had a bunch of these characters with these small revives and whatnot, like this is kind of neat with the unkillable and continuous. It's kind of hard to keep building up the same champion there in different forms. So yeah, we're probably not going to get around to building Fang Cleric anytime soon. So unfortunate. We're gonna feed for Purgator. Yeah, Purgator into himself. There looks like the rest will be food. Maybe not slasher. Yeah, maybe not slasher just for this ability during faction wars. But yeah, that kind of is what it is. All right, let's get some lightning. Come on. Give me someone good. Come on. Apothecary's really good. So it looks like we'll be... Ooh. Wait, is this someone? Let's see. No. I thought that was somebody else. Alright, so no one here really. Just a bunch of people that I'm going to feed into themselves. Food. He's unfortunately going to be food. Because I really have one. Feed him into himself, into herself. Otherwise, the rest of them are food. Alright, Mercy System, give me a Valkyrie, please. Oh, what I got? Ooh, yes. Quadrophone, nice. I guess that was my Mercy System going off. There. Would have been nice there. Well, clearly he is a very good champion. He will synergize very, very nicely with my Raptor Drath in the arena there. And it's nice to have a forest champion in the arena as he can put some burn down. Now, very excited actually to have gotten this guy. I know it's going to take a while to build him out, but him with Raptor Draft will be really, really good there in the arena. So I am looking forward to getting him kitted there and rearing and ready to go. So super excited about that on that side of things. Alright, let's continue. Hey, there's a Raptor Drath. I'm kind of just going to feed her into herself. Actually, I think my Raptor Drath is fully kitted there. I actually might just use her as a secondary one. Maybe build her... I don't know how I'd build her, but maybe. Oh, good to have another marked. I can finally feed a marked into... to get Lich, and then Lich to get what is his face? He's a legendary. Oh my goodness, he is. Oh my gosh, he is eluding me right now. He's a lizard man. Oh my gosh. Well, it is what it is. I'm gonna feed her into herself. The rest of everybody, with the exception of Tempestuous, is our food. But that's pretty cool. I do like Raptor Drath. Alright, come on. Give me some lightning, baby. Lightning. Oh, there's another mark, so that's cool. Lightning. Come on. Well, this one was underwhelming. Here, I got another Executioner, so we'll build him out a little bit. I think my War Priest needs some more books, so we'll just feed her into herself. Let's get some lightning. Come on. Lightning. 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 Yeah, who do we got? Adriel. Ursuline Ironhide. Lightning, lightning, lightning. Alright, so feed into himself. The rest are just going to be food. Feed into her, into himself. And let's see her. I don't think I've gotten her before. Attacks when enemy, 20% chance of placing a 50% decrease accuracy debuff. That can look up to a 35% chance. I wish that was like a 2 or a 3 hit. Ascendant Skill heals all allies by 20% of their max HP and places a 30% reflect damage buff on them for 2 turns. Ooh, that is nice. On a 3-turn cooldown. So that, if you make her fast enough, will be up pretty much all the time. That's actually not bad. Attacks all enemies has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. Has a 100% chance if this attack is critical. So you just build crit rate on her and this will always proc. It's on a 5-turn cooldown. That is a massive cooldown. I can see myself building her out eventually. Magic allies get 21 speed in all battles. Actually, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. She could definitely be the lead for a magic team in the arena. There. Oh yeah, okay, so not too bad. I mean, we'll play around with her there at some point once we get around to kitting her. Alright, so we've got 2 left right now. Let's pull them. Hopefully we can get some lightning. Nope. Bone Knight. Greatest champion who ever lived. Bone Knight. There. Alright, let's continue. Come on. Show me the yellow. Nope. Blue instead. Templar. Already have a maxed version of him. So he will just be regular food. So we are at 92 right now. They're on our way to getting Countess Lix here. So kind of excited about that. There on that end. We will work on clearing this out and we will come back when we have the rest of the ancient shards bought and we will finish and get Countess Lix. Alright, exciting. We will see you. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Let's continue our ancient shard pulls. We're at 92. We've got 58 left to go. Exciting. Let's get, I'm hoping we've got some Catrophone. Centrophone? Catrophone? Ah, crap. I probably said that wrong. We've already gotten 1 legendary already. We're going to get another one. Let's see if we can get 1 more before we get Countess Lix. Exciting. Alright, let's do the pulls. Come on, legendary. Come on, legendary. Show me some lightning, baby. Come on, lightning. Ooh. Doom Priest. Oh, yes. Oh, Gerhard the Stone. Gerhard the Stone. Gerhard? Gerhard. Oh my goodness, I'm saying that wrong. Oh my goodness, we got Doom Priest. My goodness, she is brand new for me, so I have not had her before. Let's see why people think she is so good. Alright, Fate Weave, level 1. Attacks one enemy. If the hit is critical, places a 15% increased crit rate buff on a random ally for 2 turns. Okay, well that's easy enough to make that proc. Let's see what the next one is. Places a 50% increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. Every 3 turns. Okay, that's cool. Heals all allies by 7.5% of their HP and removes 1 random debuff from them at the start of this champion's turn. Ooh, passive heal and removing debuffs. Oh wow, now I see why people think she's so good. Okay, well she's immediately going on the list for me of heroes to build out. All right, and unlocks at Ascension level 3, increases force ally speed in all battles. So that one kind of sucks, but she could be a speed lead in the arena if I have just a force, like entire force team there. So yeah, I guess I'd build her out for this passive by 7.5. Imagine her with Bad L. Yeah, that would be really good. Yeah, there'd be a lot of heals in that particular group. Okay, and she looks cool too, man. Wow, holy crap, look at her headdress. That's like super great. Yeah, she looks like a bad woman there. All right. So speed's a little slow, but defense is high. What is her attack? Oh, she's based on attack there, but she only has 1 hit move, so she is definitely placing a lot of buffs. Yeah, she's placing a lot of buffs on champions, so that's kind of neat. She could probably even work with... Yeah, she could probably even work with Seer, actually, there, because she's placing 1 and then 4 buffs. Yeah, so she's placing 4 buffs within 2 turns there. And then, Seer could kind of go and nuke everyone down. That's kind of interesting. Cool. And then Gerhard the Stone. So I wasn't able to get him when he was a fusion there. I just didn't have the ability to get him. So I know he has a special thing. So attacks one enemy, has a 15% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. Has a 40% chance, that's booked up to 25%, has a 40% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn instead if the target has more than 75% turn meter. I wish that was an AoE actually. That'd be so much better as an AoE, and that's a 50% chance when booked. Oh, okay. Places a 30% increased crit rate buff and a 30% increase crit damage buff on this champion for 2 turns, then attacks one enemy. Okay, I bet that hits like a truck. Will ignore 25% of the target's defense. Will ignore 50% of the target's defense instead if the target is under an increased defensive buff. Ooh, and you can do that every 3 turns. Yeah, I bet this guy hits like a truck here. And that, with books, is going to book up another 30%. Yeah, this has got to hit like a truck. I bet he's just destroying people. Immune to fear, true fear, freeze, provoke, sleep, and stun debuffs. And that rehashes every 3 turns. Wait, he's immune to stun? Wow. Yeah, that's serious. Okay. Yeah, it probably hits like a truck and just cannot be CC'd at all. He'd probably be fantastic. Yeah, he'd be fantastic for the Doom Tower, of course. Because he can't be frozen, can't be provoked, no fear, anything like that, and no stuns. I assume he might actually be pretty decent in the clan boss there as well on that end. Make him a stun target maybe? I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if anyone's tried that. His speed is really high, defense is high, attack's pretty high. There, that's not bad. And then increases ally resist in Doom Tower battles by 50%. By 50. Okay, that's cool. Not immediately gonna go on my list to build out, but he will definitely eventually get built out. So he's probably going to go on a passive list to just keep improving him there, and eventually we will probably have him built out at some point. Yeah, interesting. And then yeah, he'll be good in the Banner Lords, Doom Tower section, Secret Room, as well as in the Faction War. So yeah, I will build him out eventually there. All right, let's continue. Man, like 2 really good pulls right off the bat there. I'm kind of happy about that. Let's continue. Let's see a yellow. I need some yellow lightning. Come on. Yellow lightning. How am I keep getting Rock Tooth? Like Rock Tooth is all of a sudden like super popular in these pulls here. And yeah, I've gotten a ton of Temptress. I've never seen this guy before. He looks kind of cool and like really mean there. Let's take a look here. Yeah, man, he looks like he's just gonna tear some crap up. Attacks one enemy 2 times, 20% chance of placing a stun. Attacks one enemy, enemies killed by a skill cannot be revived. Increase damage inflicted by 50% for the first hit on each enemy. Oh, that's interesting. And increase ally crit rate in arena battles. Okay, well, maybe if I need him in Dwarves Crypt, I guess. Temptress, we're obviously going to feed into herself. We're going to feed Purgatory into herself. Probably Goramask into himself. Everyone else is food. All right, come on. Yellow Lightning, baby. Come on, Valkyrie. Renouncer, we've gotten him already. Soulbound Warrior, we'll keep building her out. Feed her into herself. Oh, Grizzled Jarl. Oh my goodness. Wow. Cannot believe I got a Grizzled Jarl. That is fantastic. What? Attacks one enemy has a 35% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. I don't know anyone who has a 100% heal reduction debuff on his A1. This guy would be fantastic for Fire Knight. Like he's a must-have in Fire Knight if you want to beat it. I guess if you have like crappier champions there. So debuff chance can be buffed by another 15, so that gets up to a 50% chance of placing a heal reduction debuff. Wow, that's amazing based on defense too. So easily enough to build him out with a high defense. Place a block debuffs buff on all allies for 1 turn. Places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. And that's on a 3-turn cooldown. That immediately tells me this guy would be good for Clan Boss. Have the debuffs, have this go off every 3 turns during the stun phase. For the other 2 turns, they've got increased defense. That's amazing. Attacks all enemies has a 100% chance when booked of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Decreases each target's max HP by 30% of the damage inflicted. Based on defense. Yeah, that's pretty good too. Wow, I can see why this guy's so good. Man, I've just got a bunch of champions to build out. This is insane here right now. Okay, he's got a high resist as well and high defense stat. Wow, Grizzled Jarl. He's going to go pretty high on my list to build out there kind of immediately. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to be running a lot of Minotaur and a lot of Dragon to get these guys some speed gear and, you know, various kinds of gear so I can actually build these guys out here. This should be quite interesting. All right, so let's see how close we are to getting Countess Lix. So we still can pull 2 more sets before we'll do 1/1s, just so we can see her animation. Alright, so let's continue. Come on, shoot me some yellow lightning. Come on, yellow lightning. Come on. Let's go, lightning, lightning, lightning. Come on, need some lightning, need some lightning. No lightning. That pull was underwhelming. There. Will feed Executioner into himself. Otherwise, yeah, I think the rest of this is food. Alright. Some yellow lightning, baby. Yellow lightning. Come on. Ironclad. Who's this? Gorgab! Oh, nice! Holy goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. That is fantastic. This guy has, whenever I see him as a lead in the arena, I avoid like the plague here. So Gorgab attacks one and Misfortune attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of removing one random buff. That is really nice. Obviously that books up to a 75% chance. Amazing. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 15%, so that's good. Places a 50% increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Very nice. So he's constantly doing that. Revives any dead allies with 25% HP, then heals all allies by 25%. Wow. And that heal probably goes up to about 28%. Cooldown is every 5 turns. And he is a speed lead, 23%. So, oh my goodness, I did not think these sets of pulls would be so good. This is amazing. Wow. Okay, so if you've been watching my videos, you know I have kind of a tier list of who I'm going to be building out. So Lanicus the Chosen is #1 on that list right now. Pulled her about a week ago there. I think Gorgab is going to come in right behind. Actually, he's going to go ahead of Raktor Drath right now there, because I can use him in the arena. Having him as a speed lead on top of having regen, health and revival is going to make my team amazing there, and very difficult to beat there on that end. So really happy that I got this guy here. He is account changing in the arena for me here on that end. I'd have to see if he works in any other part of the game. I'm assuming he will, just based on his kit there. His kit's kind of fantastic. I do like his kit on that end there. So I mean, I'm gonna find a way to make him work, because I really like his kit. I wish it was a little bit faster, but we can deal with that by getting some good gear. So this is just making it more and more there plausible that I will be running tons of dragons in the coming weeks to get tons of speed gear. Alright, so we got 8 to go. We are going to be doing these one by one, hoping to get their lightning strike or the lightning little rock thingies there before getting Countess Lix here. So exciting. We've had some fantastic pulls so far. I am very happy there that I decided to compete in this event. Alright, so let's get some lightning. Come on. Nope. So that's blue. Who do we got? Temptress. Not super excited there about her, but with the amount of Temptresses that we've gotten there, I will definitely be booking. She'll have lots of kind of books into herself there, which is nice. And yeah, she teams up with, trying to remember what the hell, Seducer. There to grant an extra turn on her A3. So that immediately puts this down to a 3-turn cooldown. So that'd be pretty nice, like for undead hordes during faction wars. All right, let's keep going. Come on, come on, come on. Nope. All right, so we kind of went through this guy's kit. He's interesting, but not interesting all at the same time. We've got better characters in the dwarves set that we already have and are working on building out. Let's continue. All right, nope, so let's continue. We're just going to feed her into herself. Come on, give me some lightning. Man, I just need some lightning, okay? Come on, game. Give me just those little rock thingies with the yellow coming together. Come on. Oh, man, for a second I was like, even though I saw the blue, for a second I'm like, oh, man, that would be great to get Alton there. You know, a slightly better version of Iron Brago on that end. But yeah, no such luck. Welcome, Elder, to the team. All right, Totem. Let's continue. I do like that headdress on Totem, though. Come on, come on. Eris. Come on, get me some yellow. Oh, this is Countess Lix. Countess Lix! Hello and welcome to the team. The whole reason for doing this entire event here was to get Countess Lix to build her out with Astralon. There, apparently they are beastly together because she this particular ability removes one random debuff from Astralon and this champion at the start of each turn. They're only available if Astralon is on the team, of course. Now, just in thinking, because I just got Doom Priest, imagine Doom Priest, her, Astralon. Essentially, they're going to be cleaning all kinds of debuffs off all the time, along with the passive heals from Doom Priest. So that's a kind of interesting little team to put together. So she attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 30% chance of placing a 25% weakened debuff for 2 turns. Now remember, this ability, whenever Astralon uses his first A1, is the ability that goes off. So that weaken is actually going to be being placed quite a bit because it's a 50% chance of placing it when booked. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Each hit has a, when booked, 100% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. And that's each hit, so she has 3 times to land 100% chance, or even if you don't book it, a 75% chance there that you will hit a 30% decreased speed. So, wow. Each hit also has a 75% chance of decreasing the enemy's turn meter by 10%. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, because you book both. You book that up to 100%. She's gonna be decreasing turn meter and putting on a speed debuff. She literally is a better version of, at least this ability is a better version of Stag Knight's ability for his A1 there. So that's on a 4-turn cooldown. So that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Attacks all enemies, has a 75 booked up to 100% chance. Oh, now this is a skill of placing a block cooldown skill debuff for 2 turns. That is insane. Her and Astralon with his stun are going to be able to just lock everybody out at all times. It's going to be insane. Also increases the cooldowns of all ally skills except this champion's by 1 turn. That is ridiculous. That's a ridiculous skill on a 5-turn cooldown. Yeah, that's a ridiculous skill. Man, I am tempted to use all the books that I have to book her and Astralon out. I'm very tempted. I know I've been saving, if you guys have been watching the channel, I've been saving books because in about 60 days, no, 35-ish days, I will be getting Sigh of the Drakes, or Sill of the Drakes there, and I've been saving books to have her maxed out, 5-star, all that, 6-star, all that good stuff. But I might just book her out instead. I'm probably not going to do that. Who am I kidding? I am holding to my strategy, and I'm making sure that I'm going to pull there all as much as I can there for Scylla the Drakes, and get her fully kitted and fully mastered out there. So finally fills this champion's turn meter by 5% each time an ally receives a debuff. That's amazing there. She's essentially just a turn meter manipulator. Actually, she's probably a turn meter goddess, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. She has decreased speed, and she has decreased speed. She has decreased turn meter in the same move. Then she has block skills there. Decreased cooldown of ally skills, which is insane there. Then she can wipe debuffs, and she can fill her own turn meter whenever an ally receives a debuff. Plus, just as a kicker, she's got weaken, and she hits 2 times on an A1. That is an insane, yeah, she's an insane champion. Insane. The only way she could be better if her damage was based on defense, and then she would be overpowered there on that end. Yeah, she's a fantastic champion there. So, and she looks fantastic too there. So, it's very good to actually have champions here that are synergizing nicely together there, and I look forward to using them greatly there. So we are done here with the Countess Lix Guaranteed Champion event. Was it worth it? Hell yeah, it was worth it, at least for my account there. You have to decide for yourself if it will be worth it for you and your account there. I hope you guys have, gotten her and had the ability to get her on that end. There'll be another video tomorrow. Until then, let's chat then.